Madam President, ladies and gentlemen, I would grant the nationalist side of this debate that the process of the conference has not been perfectly democratic. But I'd just like to remind you that the whole idea of the conference was to open up the process to unelected people, to the kind of people that we don't normally talk to. So that was deliberate. And if your supporters were less active or less persuasive in that process, well, that is your mistake and your failure, but don't blame the process. We've been through a lot as the European Union in recent years: the financial crisis, the refugee crisis, Brexit, the pandemic, and now war. And some of you have argued, correctly in my view, that we need to take a strong stance. We need energy transformation and financial help for energy transformation. We need strong sanctions on an aggressor power, on Mr. Putin. That we need energy security, including gas union, purchasing of gas together. And at the same time, you say the EU should go back to being a union of fatherlands, a free trade area. Some of your supporters have even asked for abolishing this parliament. Now, I have to tell you, these ideas are not compatible. You have to choose. If you will the ends, you have to will the means. Personally, I want a union strong enough that can not only stand up to Putin, but send him to hell. And therefore, I believe we need not a superstate, but a superpower. And therefore, these proposals should be considered seriously. Thank you.
Would you accept a blue card, Mr. Sikorski, from Mr. Ronza? Then thank you. You may take the floor.
Jeśli można, tak, Pani Przewodnicząca.
If I may, thank you very much, President. I'd just like to say that obviously dialogue is better than turning one's back on one's discussion partner. It's always better to have discussion and dialogue. But you were a minister. There were certain complaints lodged against Germany. People saying that they're too passive, they're not doing enough in the European Union. But your colleague from the EPP, Donald Tusk, said that Germany was actually a blessing for the European Union, in the European Union, under the leadership of Chancellor Merkel. So I do have a question. Following on from these reforms that you are proposing, which are going to issue from the Conference on the Future of Europe, are you not afraid that the Union is going to make the same mistakes as they have in the past? That we have war at the moment, there's this military drama, there's war that's going on. Are you not afraid that we'll get into the same situation, we'll carry out the same dramatic mistakes?
To thank the honourable member for recalling my speech in Berlin in 2011, where I indeed said that I fear German power less than I fear Germany's inactivity. And you know what? It seems to fit the current attitude of the German coalition to the war in Ukraine. No human institution will be perfect. But when the facts change, I change my view. What do? And therefore we need institutions that would protect people's identity, but enable us to work more effectively together. And I think some of those proposals do that. Thank you. Thank you.